Hello, this is Gareth from Gaming Face Punch, and this is my review of Rogue Legacy from Cellar Door Games. Rogue Legacy is an action platformer game with procedurally generated dungeons and a strange heir system. The game's chock full of cool features and mechanics, yeah? One of them being is the procedurally generated dungeon. You can go back into the castle after dying and the dungeon will change, so it's never the same. The problem is that it makes you wear your arse as a hat in the difficulty level. You do have an heir system, so when you die, you are then replaced by your heir. Now, the heirs can carry certain traits. These traits can be anything from colourblindness, near vision, gigantism, dwarfism, and other things. The best one on it is probably having irritable bowel syndrome. The irritable bowel syndrome just means that your character runs along making a farty noise whilst a little kind of black cloud appears out of the bottom. Also, it has crossplay on it, which is fantastic. So if I'm playing away on my PS4, I can pick up my PS Vita, have a go on that while I'm sitting on the pog, and then return to the PS4. It is denoted by a little irritating gear symbol up in the top corner, which means it's saving to the cloud, allowing you to do this crossplay function. But it does work, and it is rather good. What I like about this game is that it has a wonderful kind of cartoony retro feel from the 16-bit era of video game consoles. It feels more like Ghosts and Ghouls meets Mega Man than any other kind of game that I've played. It's fantastic. It's brutal, but there's something about it that's rather addictive that makes you want to keep coming back and playing it more, even though you keep dying off very easily when you run through a dungeon. And even some characters don't have health points. So this game is brutally punishing, but somehow, like a weird, horrible relationship, keeps making you want to come back for more. Now, the game is brutally punishing. It will kick the crap out of you. There are enemies that can fire through walls and appear and just take you out, be it a painting or a weird eyeball with a flaming thing or a flaming skull with other flaming things. It'll just wind up taking you out with like ease. It's so frustrating. The controls also are a little bit clanky. It's a great thing with the animation of the guy running forward holding the sword, but when you turn and then you walk forward, he kind of leans back, so if there's spikes or something behind you, you wind up striking it, so the hit detection isn't fantastic on the game. I find this game extremely frustrating, but there's something about it that keeps making me want to come back. I love the graphic style of it. It reminds me of Mega Man. I'm waiting to find a level with disappearing blocks and then fireballs trying to hit you at the same time. It's fantastic. It's addictive, and that's a good sign of a good game. This game is for someone who loves platformers and anyone into retro console games. If you like your Mega Man games, if you like your Castlevanias and your Metroids and stuff like that, this game is for you. It has that feel, plus it has the randomly generated levels. You're going to get through hundreds of airs. I swear to God, I was going to make it to the Victorian era before I got anywhere significant inside that castle. But you just keep coming back for more, and I love that feeling. It just draws you in, and as you draw it in, you think, oh, I could just one more go, just one more go, and then you're like, oh, another go, and before you know it, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and you've pissed away an entire evening. This is a really good game. I'd say I'd pay about £12 for it, especially being a cross-buy title. That means you get on your PS3, PS Vita, and PS4. Having it on those 3 consoles and being able to switch between them because, hey, your PS3's upstairs, your PS4's downstairs, or you want to sit on the bog and have a go on it on your PS Vita, makes it good value for money. It just seems to play on and on. It seems like it's going to have about at least 10 to 20 hours of gameplay if I don't go back and try and do other things and achieve kind of all the trophies and bits in there. It's definitely worth the £12. I love this game. It's not the best game that I've ever played, but it is definitely worth a play. So I give it a 4 out of 5. And yes, Nigel, a gaming face punch, 4 out of 5.
What do you think?
Hang on, before you go. Nigel told me that I've done the outros incorrect, so it goes like this. If you've enjoyed this review, please like, subscribe, or share. Oh, and punch that like button. Do it now! It's done with a
And that's your outtake.